When I did my 2025 mini cross-country trip, there was a handful of coasters that were big on my list, but one of them was no more apparent than, at the time, the world's tallest coaster, Top Thrill 2 at Cedar Point in Sandusky, Ohio. Yes, I've rode this as Top Thrill Dragster several times, but there's something else about when it's reimagined, redone. I was eager to see what it was all about. Arms down, head back, and hold on, because let's take a look at what is still, at the time of this recording, the world's tallest roller coaster, Top Thrill 2. So, for those who don't know or have been living under a rock, Top Thrill 2 is a reimagining of Top Thrill Dragster at Cedar Point. Basically, the short version is they brought Zamperla in, the company behind every Wild Mouse and flat ride you've ever ridden, added another 420-foot spike, put LSMs on, got rid of the hydraulic launch, added a swing launch, new trains, a new coat of paint, a new look, and a new attitude with the same great thrills. That's the short version. But how does this thing ride? This isn't going to be like my normal reviews at first, because I'm going to just tell you my thoughts from it from the day I wrote it. Because, I was smart and wrote this stuff down to get this out, months ago. I don't know if it was because when I wrote it, it was the tallest coaster in the world, or because it was a night ride, or because after all my back has been gone through, I didn't think my body could hold out and enjoy this ride like it did. But this literally fixed any issues I had with the original. My biggest regret was not riding it a second time. These new trains are absolute game changers. Not once did I feel stapled or restricted, something not many coaster seats can say. The launches, yeah, that first one's kind of weak, but that rollback experience is something special, even if it's only halfway up. It makes me deeply regret missing out on the chance I had at not one, but not two rollbacks on the original. All because I wanted to go on the front row. But it does give us that taste of what Coaster Nirvana could have been. The second launch up that spike is a feeling unlike anything I've ever felt. Being flung at over 100 miles an hour backwards and shot 420 feet in the air is a sensation in its own right. But that brief 0.001 seconds of you just floating at the top, staring down at the midway, having 420 feet of floater airtime is frozen in my brain. Then that gut punch. It's still there. It's just a little bit shorter and still lives on. The worst part for my back was that transition of the positives going from flat to vertical on the final launch. I expected it. It was bearable though. Then to that top hat. To quote Jurassic Park, "My God, I've forgotten how incredible the airtime over that top hat is. It's just as good as I remember. However, I think it is a bit more sustained." Then the spiral, even whippier than I remember on the original. This conversion solidifies to me that this is a top 3 in this park now, having a more complete ride. I have 2 petty complaints. 1, no audio on the countdown on the Christmas tree on the first launch. And the second one, where is Ready to Go playing in this dang thing? I heard it faintly on the midway after we rode, but that song goes with this ride just as much as Yo Ho Yo Ho or Grim Grinning Ghost Dude of Pirates of the Caribbean and The Haunted Mansion. It's inseparable. Now, I know we normally rank these things on the basis of length, re-rideability, smoothness, and all that. Well, here's the short of it. This ride is still smooth. I didn't think it had too much of a wobble. It didn't really bother me if it did. Maybe it does for some people, not sure. So, re-rideability. My biggest problem with the original was its short ride time, and it didn't feel like it was as re-rideable because of that. This feels now like a more complete ride. It is completely enjoyable because of that. The 3 launches, make such a big game changer to this attraction. The layout, again, goes back to that. It feels more complete. Yes, it was always a good layout, but it did always feel short. The second launch and the rollback, while adding more ride time and technically more length as you do it twice or 3 times, depending on the point of view, make it feel more complete. So, how do I feel about Top Thrill 2? I really like this ride. I don't know if you couldn't tell. It's probably my number 3 at Cedar Point. And I do wish I would have rode this more than once than just a night ride. But if I only got one ride on it this year, and it was a night ride, I can't say I didn't do it the right way, because I don't think this thing would have hit as hard if I did it in the day. Well, that's going to do it for this quick review. As always, thank you all for watching, and God bless. We'll see you in the parks. And also, let us know what you think about Top Thrill 2. And by the time this video hits a month old, it's not going to be the tallest coaster in the world, but it still, for now, will always be the tallest coaster in North America. See you guys in the next one.